Okay, good morning, good afternoon. This is reality 2, my second video about reality. But today, I'm going to talk about reality actually, but specifically related to pain and suffering. First, I would like to define pain and suffering separately, and finally we'll come to which one is real and which one is illusion. Pain is the feeling, just the feeling, the physical feeling that we feel when our body or part of our body gets energy or loses energy. It is related to our nerve endings, and those nerve endings lose energy or gain energy and give information to our brain, and the brain interprets, and we are going to feel. So, for example, if you get kicked by some physical object at your foot or toe or finger, let's say, or somewhere in your body, mechanical energy from the one which kicked you is transferred to your body. That energy is not important to your body. It is unbalanced energy which creates abnormality to the cells around the area kicked. If boiled water is poured to your body, part of your body, still the heat energy from the boiling water is transferred to your cells, to the cells in the body, around the body where the boiling water was poured, and you get energy, and that energy is unbalanced energy, abnormal energy to the cells there, and those nerve endings send information to your brain, and your brain interprets the gain in energy, and you feel pain around the area. So pain is physical. Pain is physical when there is external energy unbalanced given to the body or part of the body. And losing energy can also make you feel pain. For example, if you put your fingers into a very cold water, or if you catch ice, okay, a rock of ice, you will feel cold because you lose energy, and your hand, your palm is going to be totally shrinking, and you feel pain. If it is too cold, actually, the pain may feel like burning. Okay, so losing or gaining unbalanced energy to our body creates pain, and it is physical. So from pain, we can go to suffering. We can go to suffering, and then actually the bridge between pain and suffering is focus. If you focus on the pain too much, you will feel and you will develop emotions, different emotions, and your focus will stay there for long, and you will interpret that one and exaggerate it, and therefore you will suffer. So the suffering comes from the interpretation of the pain, how you look the pain, how you give attention to the pain, the energy that you give to focus on the pain is going to create suffering, and the suffering is emotional. Actually, it is going to be related to the feeling, how you feel it, how you interpret it emotionally is going to be the suffering. So pain is physical and suffering is emotional. There is another way. Basically, without pain you may get suffering. Okay, and that is going to be when you have some thought, negative thought, and which is going to be the basis for more thoughts, okay, one after the other, intensifying your negative thinking towards we can say towards making yourself, your body stressed and tortured. For example, if you are gossiping about somebody else for long, unfairly, when you stop gossiping and you depart from your companions, you are going to feel some uncomfort, and finally you may have even headache, and you don't know why. You may not have any explanation for that, but still you suffer some headache, which comes from maybe hormone production and different or altering chemical composition in your body, okay, in your brain, and you may direct the blood flow in the wrong direction, and that's because of the hormone production and chemical composition in your body altered due to your thinking. So in this case, you start from feeling, and the feeling goes to physical pain, and still you'll develop suffering because you have headache, and you are going to focus on your headache, and you'll think a lot about it, and you will feel, and emotionally you will be attached to the pain, and finally you will have suffering. So suffering still is going to be how you perceive the situation. Okay? For physical pain, what you can do is maybe you need some medication for protecting your body from infection, or maybe if there is fracture or some tear, you are going to amend that with some kind of a massage or somebody else, or maybe medication. Okay, so it can heal if it is not in that way. If there is no external thing affecting it, it can heal by itself. If there is fracture, it has to be adjusted, aligned in its natural positioning so that it can heal itself. But when you come to the emotional one, you start from the thinking, the thought. In this case, you need to think in the other direction, so that you can find the root, the sponsoring thought, so that you can heal your pain. Okay? So the healing process and the cause of the pain are going to be totally different. When you come to reality related to suffering and pain, pain can be real. Pain can be real. There may be pain because of damage, because of chemical composition change, or maybe hormone production, whatsoever, and it may be real. There is a reality in pain. Suffering is illusion. Suffering totally is illusion, because For the same damage, two different people may feel the same pain but may not suffer in the same way. Someone may not be totally suffering, and the other may suffer highly, may suffer to the highest because of his attitude towards the pain. So suffering depends on attitude, which is going to be subjective. It is dependent on from subject to subject. So suffering can be avoided, pain may not be avoided. Suffering is illusion, pain is real. Pain can come from physical or emotion, physical things or emotional feelings, behaviors, but suffering comes from pain, and it comes from perception of the pain. Actually, perception. It comes from the attitude we have about the pain, whatsoever is the cause. So you can avoid suffering if you try to sit down and analyze how you give energy to the pain, how you focus to the pain.